when people come among us and say, well, look, sin, you're going to hell. We say, yeah, okay, all right, I don't want to hear it. Okay, no, they're not. It's not so much just sin and going to hell. What they're saying, the fact, really, the reality is, like, you don't have to be unhappy. You can really be happy and be able to do many, many things that's going to be beneficial, not only in your life, but the lives of others. You have been sent there to be a torch for human beings. Not a means of darkness and misery that someone will look at us and say, really, I don't want to be like them. I really don't want to be like them. Every time you talk with them, they got a problem. They got some issue. They got some difficulty. Don't you know this comes, and the symptoms of that is poverty of mind, poverty of body, poverty of spirit, financial poverty, ethical poverty, moral poverty. Because these were not people that gave of themselves. Freely you give, freely you receive. We think that when we give of our wealth, we are decreasing it. But in reality, we are increasing our wealth as we give our wealth. Our mind, our time, our physical wealth. To be examples, that's giving. And Allah Almighty gives it back multiplied. So those people get more and more and more and more. They cannot give more than they receive. Allah gives them more power because they're working. As you strive, Allah gives you more power to strive even harder. We all want to strive and do better, but we don't do it because we have the mentality that if I give, I'm decreasing my wealth. There's no greater act than charity. And that's why Allah says in the Quran that the people that we can envy are those who have knowledge that shared, and those who have money spend it in the way of Allah. Fi sabilillah. They are to be envied. Why are they to be envied? Because with Allah Almighty, no matter how much of they give of what Allah has given them, out of what Allah has given them, Allah give them more. Allah gives to them to give so He can give them more. SubhanAllah. And they realize that, and they are certain of that. Their hearts are certain of the hereafter. They know that they are getting the inheritance of the next life in this life. While they're in this life, they know from certainty, with certainty they know. And that's why they have a zeal we cannot understand. We can't understand that. Someone who's in motion and active cannot relate to someone who's not in motion or active. Mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, socially, politically, ethically, morally. We just cannot relate to someone who's moving in a way that Allah Almighty is pleased with how they're moving. The specialty is not so much them, it's what they do that makes them special. So we're asking Allah Almighty to forgive us here and hereafter. One more tawfiq al-Fatiha. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على كريم المرسلين محمد النبي وأهله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد الحمد لله رب العالمين. Allah just tells us about the wisdom. Wisdom is light. And we have lost that light. We have lost that wisdom. And that's why we're suffering. So Allah says, when I send that wisdom to be among us, then that's a light. If we were in a cave, a dark cave, and somebody came down with a torch, everybody would get behind that torch and follow where that torch was going so they could see. Why would you bump into walls and trip over things? Everybody's trying to look in the darkness for something, being distracted in the darkness. If you're distracted in the darkness, it's going to lead you to more darkness away from the light. We're asking Allah Almighty to regain our wisdom and to forgive us. Wa min Allah tawfiq al-Fatiha. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.